Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Whoopi Goldberg suspended from The View following Holocaust remarks. Breaking news. The most liberal host previously issued an apology. The View co-host Whoopi Goldberg has been suspended following her controversial remarks about the Holocaust. Effective immediately, I am suspending Whoopi Goldberg for 2 weeks following her wrong and hurtful comments, ABC News President Kim Godwin said in a statement Tuesday evening. Whoopi has apologized. I asked her to take time to reflect and learn about the impact of her comments. The entire ABC News organization stands in solidarity with our Jewish colleagues, friends, and communities. Now, here's the thing, and that's a statement from NBC. I won't even read it. These progressive Democrat, liberals, whatever hell label you want to use, they don't think there's anything wrong with this. And I still think Whoopi thinks there's nothing wrong. They categorize people on how they look. And she said it right out. If I'm a black person and I'm standing next to a Jewish person and a bunch of Klan guys show up, I'm going to take off because they don't know that person is Jewish by looking at them. They put people in boxes. People that look like this think a certain way are put in this box. People that look a certain this way are put in this box. And that, by definition, is racism. That's the new Progressive Democrat Party. They are really racist. Now, do some of them even know it? No, they don't. They are so wound up in their progressive ideology that they can't see the forest for the trees. Goldberg went viral on Monday when she argued that the Holocaust isn't about race, stunning her colleagues at the table. What is about, Joy Behar said. When the dumbest one on there, Joy Behar says to her, and I'll tell you the truth, Whoopi's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but she's sharper than anybody on that panel. Now, granted, that's a low bar, but that's besides the point. Even Joy Behar, what's it about? It's about man's inhumanity to man. Here's the thing. Just on the African continent alone, there's been millions of people over the decades that have been slaughtered because of their ethnicity. Now, if you were standing in any street corner in the United States and one ethnicity in Africa was standing next to another, you wouldn't know the difference. That's true. But that's not the point. That's not what racism and genocide is about. Nobody ever talks about the hundreds of thousands of people that are slaughtered every single year on the continent of Africa based on their tribal ethnicity. In Asia, it's the same way. Look at the killing fields, and we can go on and on and on. The way it works, obviously, is that groups that want to destroy other groups that look just like them, it's not genocide or racism. It's just man's inhumanity to man. And people that are non-white can't possibly ever do the horrible things that were done in the Holocaust. That's BS. All people are the same, both good and bad, no matter what your color. And that's what conservative people believe. But the progressives believe blacks act a certain way. They're all one group. Hispanics are all one group. Asian Indians are all one group. Asian, I guess they call them Pacific Rimmers, Japanese, Vietnamese, Chinese. They all think the same way, and they don't. The Vietnamese hate the Chinese, and vice versa. Korea hates Japan. They look just the same to a normal American, but they're not even close. They're a different ethnicity. And yes, you can be prejudiced and racist against someone that looks like you. That's the fatal trap of these people. And I'll tell you, to this day, she still doesn't get it. I have no doubt. Let's just watch part of it here.
Well, also, if you're going to do this, then let's be truthful about it, because the Holocaust isn't about race. No, it's not about race.
No, it's about a different race.
But it's not about race. It's not about race.
What is it about?
Because it's about man's inhumanity to man. That's what it's about.
But it's about white supremacy. It's about
but
going
it's
after
not. It's
Jews
not about
and
race.
gypsies
But these are two
Romans.
white groups of people.
Well, that was after black
They
people
didn't see
too.
them as white people.
And they were
But you're
after
missing the point.
homosexuals.
You're missing the point. The minute you turn it into race, it goes down this alley. Let's talk about it for what it is. It's how people treat each other. It's a problem. It doesn't matter if you're black or white, because black, white, Jews, everybody eats each other. So is it?
And that's enough, I think. And there's a lot more to it before and after. Maybe it's taken a little bit out of context, but she actually says things that are dumber than this clip. And that's the trap. That's the blind spot. I'll tell you, back in the 90s, she was edgy. She was funny. She said things that offended people, like all good comedians do. Comedy is the canary in the coal mine, the comedians that are in it, the good ones, like Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, and there's a whole bunch of them. Ryan Long, that's on YouTube. They're edgy, and they offend people, and that's what comics do. And she was just like that. She made comments about Bush. She went after everybody and got a lot of crap over. And she said, "What are you busting my ass for?" That's what comedians do. And then she went on Colbert and just made it worse. To upset a lot of people, which was never, ever, ever my intention. I thought we were having a discussion, Goldberg told Stephen Colbert. I think of race as being something that I can see. You couldn't tell who was Jewish. You'd have to delve deeply in to figure it out. My point is they had to do the work, and she's talking about the Nazis. It's insane that they categorize people by their looks. Do you think for a minute that the thousands and thousands of people that died in Ireland, the Catholics against the Protestants, Northern Ireland against Ireland, they all look the same. They all speak the same language. But as far as they're concerned, it's a different group of people, different ethnicity. Just like in Africa, when one tribe takes over, they will butcher thousands, and think nothing of it at racial cleansing. They did it in Yugoslavia. Well, they all look the same. Africa, Asia, everywhere. It isn't just the evil white people. It's the human race in general. She absolutely has no clue. I don't want to fake apologize, but I'm very upset that people misunderstood what I was saying. No, you made it extremely clear. And then, of course, on today's show, I said the Holocaust is not about race, but it's about humanity to man. Yeah, that's part of it, but it should have been both. The Jewish people around the world have had my support, blah, 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 blah. She regrets her comments. No, these progressive people think that. They think that all people that look the same, think the same, and act the same. All people that are non-white are this. All people that are Asian, Indian are this. All people that are Native American think this way. So when she makes comments about Clarence Thomas, and she's done it a number of times, he's technically a black man, but not really, because they see things from race first. And that, by definition, is racism. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So she gets suspension for 2 weeks. She loses some pay. She'll come back, and she'll be all coy and calm and apologetic. And you know what? Why don't you just do this? Just shut the F up. You're making it worse. But in a way, I'm kind of glad it happened. Not her suspension, but what she said. Because it exposes for these progressives what they truly, really are. The real racists. The Democrat Party has not changed from Jim Crow at all. They just changed their tactics. And these people are just too dumb to see it. And until next time, goodbye and good luck.